Man, oh man, do I have a video for you guys tonight. I have found some inspiration, and inspiration can come from anywhere. And like T.I. said in one of his old songs, motivation. Listen, I got 3 fragrances here that I want to bring up that not a lot of people mention anymore. One of them still gets some mention, but not as much as it used to. These 3 fragrances are gonna be Hall of Fame type fragrances in my collection. These are fragrances that are gonna go down in the history books for either popularity, scent, and just sales alone. So with that being said, stay tuned. And welcome back. So for those of you who are brand new to this channel, once again, welcome. My name is Keith, and this is The Fragrant Life. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, then please make sure before you subscribe, make sure you go through, check out my content, because if my content does not speak to you, if it does not work for you, if I'm not talking about fragrances that you're interested in, then definitely don't subscribe to this channel. Please go find somebody's channel that does speak to you, that you can enjoy and watch. But if you do want to subscribe to my channel, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's an icon bell that's going to open up. Hit all so you get all content uploaded by me through this channel. Like the video, thumbs up, share the videos, and be active in the comment section. All of that stuff will cost you not a dime, so don't fret. Now let's get into this list. Only 3 fragrances. I could have done more, but I just wanted to keep it to a minimum. I'm not going to do a long video. And yes, this is going to be a tag video. So the next person I'm going to tag is my boy Trey Sense, which is the person I actually was talking to about this video before I started recording this video. So Trey, it's coming to you, my friend. The first fragrance I want to mention is one that used to get a lot of hype. I used to see these commercials all the time, and every so often you'll still see a commercial or 2 pop up for this particular fragrance. Calvin Klein actually has 2 fragrances on this list, and this is one of the top popular ones, but the one I'm going to mention possibly next is probably the most popular out of the 2. But this one is Calvin Klein's Eternity. Now there is an EDP or a Parfum edition. I think I have that one also, but I'm going with the classic, the old school Eternity. Now this is the big 200 ml bottle, and I'm gonna go ahead and still a great smelling scent. Not a lot of people mention this fragrance in their collections. I'm one of the ones who do, and I would not have this big 200 ml bottle sitting on my dresser if I didn't like it. Smells great. This was released in 1990, and Carlos Benaim, I guess that's how you say his name, is the nose behind this fragrance. And this one goes down in the history books no matter what people says. This used to be a very popular, super hyped fragrance once upon a time, and people still to this day are buying this fragrance. Not many people mention it in their videos, but people do still own and love this fragrance. So that's my number 3 pick for Hall of Fame type fragrances. Next up, I'm going to skip over this one and I'm going to go to another one. So this one, when I first came into the fragrance game, this is a fragrance that everybody used to talk about. Everybody used to hype this fragrance. And I understand why. And the performance may not be what it used to be, but I still enjoy this fragrance, especially spring and summer. From the house of Nautica, this is Nautica Voyage. definitely, I consider this a Hall of Fame type fragrance. This will go down in the history books. This will be in the Hall of Fame. If there was a fragrance Mount Rushmore, this fragrance would definitely be on that, in my personal opinion. Now, there are other fragrances that people are going to interchange and put up there, but these are just the ones I have in my collection that I know I can go with. But Nautica Voyage is a very nice, fruity, fresh type fragrance. I'm not sure what the performance used to be on this, but out of this, I still get decent performance. You know, between 5.5, 6.5 hours, to me is still not bad, especially for a fragrance that runs you $15, $20. I mean, what more can you ask for? So this one was released in 2006, and Maurice Roussel is the nose behind this fragrance. And like I said, people used to hype this fragrance to death when I first came into FragCon. Maybe I've been in this, like 3 years now. So about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, people were super hyping this. People do still put this in a top 10 spring and summer list, but it's very seldom because there are so many other fragrances out there that perform better, that people lean more towards than this. So in the number 2 spot, Nautica Voyage. Yeah. And my number 1 fragrance that will go into the Hall of Fame, that will definitely be on the Mount Rushmore of fragrances from Calvin Klein. This is CK1. And I got this big guy to another 200 ml bottle. Because I really wasn't a fan of this fragrance. I stayed away from it because, you know, most of these fragrances like CK1, CKB, CK All, CK Free, they don't last on me. And I tried some of these when I first got into the game. Not this one in particular, but I tried some other ones, the other flankers. And it made me not even want this. But when I got this, a smaller bottle of it, I actually liked the scent of this. It's kind of floral smelling. It could be, I think it's unisex, but it smells fantastic. I got decent performance out of this one in particular. The nose behind this one is Alberto Morillas, everybody's favorite perfumer. And Harry Fremont is one of the other noses. This was released in 1994. And to this day, people still wear this. I still see people in the stores walking around in the fragrance section. They pick this up, they buy it, they walk around with it in their hands. You actually can still smell people walking around with this stuff on. So I like the scent. Definitely a Hall of Fame type fragrance. Like I said, would be on the Mount Rushmore of fragrances. Still relevant to this day, but this is another one that could be retired, and that would be that. So hopefully you all enjoy this list. I know this is short, sweet, to the point. Just a last second video. You know, you get inspiration from almost anywhere these days. So I saw a video not too long ago, and it kind of, you know, made me want to do this video. So salute. But anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Here is to smelling great. Trey, it's on you. Peace.